and then going around.
I mean, again, about 15 minutes worth of work. It's been about 30 weeks.
Oh.
Is it fine? I did this.
Did you?
Oh, gosh.
Was that behavior? Like that? Not like that.
I could do way less. I mean, like, in the less time. I just didn't want to put it
You know, Sarah, how I sneak.
Right.
Perfect. Look at Mister.
Yeah,
It is
just
how I
maybe,
look.
I mean, not more detail, but maybe had some other elements. Yes.
I don't know how to draw a body.
Again, 15 minutes worth of work. Let's
What's
add more
that app
detail.
called?
We got time.
Mister. I don't know how to draw.
It's good. It's better than I can do.
No, you already said it's horrible.
I never said it was. I just said add more. I didn't say get rid of it. You totally misinterpreted what I said.
We draw how we're filming today.
How does
Like
that-
that little person with like a thought bubble.
Yeah, tell them minus.
What's that? Yeah. It's like right there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Can you not read?
I didn't say all that.
I was like, for like 2 weeks.
Dude, just use.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to change all of them.
Yeah, you know.
Colors?
Yeah,
God, tell them to wear some colors.
What are you doing? You mean what?
That's
right there.
Yeah, you know the No, you're not. Good. You're weird.
You tell them.
To me?
No.
I mean, I am too, so I mean, I'll take it up, so.
I was not talking about you racist.
Me?
Yes.
I didn't say nothing. Sit on the same color.
We're going to do next. How do I draw a bed? Ew, this is weird. So look what's inside. Ew.
I was ready to know this thing.
Rocky Lord.
Kevin Keegan, please. It's like 1,000.
Oh no.
It'll be really embarrassed. That's really good. Well, that's good. That's super embarrassing. I'm okay with that.
No, you're making fun of me.
It's a little longer than we're not today, so.
Oh, it doesn't even there.
Alright, take just a few more minutes. And we're gonna move on.
Do you have a paper I can use?
Yeah, you just grab one out of that. And then just take a picture, and you can finish it later, just add it to your warm-up sheet when you're done, okay? Because, you know, the rest of us were busy working on it while you were wandering around outside, so, you know,
I'm filming a TV.
it's so good. Okay. Oh, it looks like you were starting to get dressed up.
Yes, I did not. I went out and I saw my friend, like, what the hell?
Let's see.
At least I have something to write about now.
Exactly. I can definitely have something to talk about how you're feeling. Do you guys want a little more time for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you guys 5 more minutes, okay? This is how it
It's not gonna hurt.
You're all of those like at the same time, or?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you happy and sad at the same time? I'm very confused.
It is confusing, but like, it's that.
Okay. They call it bipolar.
Oh, that's like so.
He could be, yes, he could be useful, but he's not.
All sorts of shapes.
Yeah.
And realizing geometry is the most important figure.
There you go, there you go, that's a lot of, it's fantastic DS and just put up there. I mean, it could be like, that's almost like what they would consider like impressionist, you know, like just like the feeling for. I almost thought that was like a hey, I was like, it almost looks like a meme.
Look at that. Bipolar. This is the teacher say.
That's when we didn't have like that one song, so.
That, I feel like that exists.
Sir, do you want to see mine?
Yeah, now, if I say something about it, are you gonna delete it again, or?
So they say, oh my god, I woke up late.
Did you like this?
Yeah, and I woke up mad because I'm late because I wanted to go back to sleep. And the principal says, you're late, I think it's my birthday.
Which principal is that?
I don't know.
Oh,
But
okay,
wait, our principal is a girl.
We have, well, no, we have,
Mr. Hamilton.
well, we have like six, principals, but yeah, Hamilton, your guys is grade
He
level.
doesn't have no hair.
Yeah, he's like me.
Now it's him.
There you go. No, I'm not okay. Thanks for asking that. No, you're not?
No. Well, right now I am.
You're doing better now? Sometimes it's good to just like, you know, take these moments, draw a little bit. Not for me, again, I think your eyes is like all bleed if I were to draw for you, so yeah. In fact, it's so bad, my students, like I wrote all this yesterday, but my yearbook students rewrote it because my handwriting's bad.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
but
can
that's
read
okay.
it. Your handwriting's right there. I can read it.
I mean, you can read it, it's ugly, but you can read it.
Ever created.
It's not good looking. Okay. All right. I'm gonna play Apache Notes, and then when Apache Notes is done, you need to be done and ready to move on. Okay?
But I just like to take a picture of it or.
Yeah. I just have to find Apache Notes.
This is a fresh book. Never been used.
Oh, it's been used. It just hasn't been used in like 2 years. In fact, I had to like dust them all off yesterday because they hadn't been used in 2 years. I was like, oh crap, everybody's getting all dusty hands.
Maybe that's why I was sneezing. This is still in the air.
Maybe that's it.
Good morning, Sacred High School. My name is Jaden.
And I'm David.
These are your packing notes for October 1st, 2021.
The Patsy Theater Department is proud to present their fall musical Disney's Frozen Jr. The show runs October 28th and 30th and November 3rd, 4th, and 6th at 7:30 p.m. There are also matinee performances on October 30th and November 6th at 2 p.m. Tickets are on sale in the Student Center and will also be available at the door. Students are $8 and adults are $10. Come enjoy this magic-filled story of love and finding oneself.
I have to. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that.
On October 30th and November 6th.
Okay, I was meaning to pause it, but anyways, I was just pausing it, so I'm also gonna add to their little advertisement for this play because I felt super bad for them. Let me find it. There it is. Okay, so they did this play Frozen Junior actually 2 years ago. They were gonna do it in the spring. Normally they do musicals in the spring, but they obviously that's when we shut down was in March. So literally the day before they were about to go on was when we shut down. So they did everything. They worked really hard for it, and we actually. Because we always take the pictures the day before the performance so my camera people can walk in front and not block the audience, so that we can get better shots of it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Sorry, I wasn't planning on doing this. They just advertised it. I was like, oh, I want to talk about it because it was awesome. There it is. Okay. So this was this is what the play kind of looks like. And they did like a really good job of it. You're right there, Julie.
Were they able to reuse the set?
They were able to reuse the set. Yeah, that's part of why they're doing it again. They're also letting people who had graduated, like alumni, come back and be part of the thing because they felt bad that, the last year and a half they weren't able to really do anything. But like I said, the play's super the set's really elaborate. It actually moves too.
Wow.
Yeah, so their stage construction, they do a great job with it. Honestly, it's better than I've been to community theater plays and it's better than some of those. So anyways, so. All right, I'm gonna let the rest of it play out. I just wanted to kind of show and give them a little publicity because they do a great job.
At 2 p.m. tickets are on sale at the Student Center and will also be available at the door. Students are $8 and adults.
Any ladies interested in playing softball this year? There are practice every Tuesday and Wednesday after school for the next few weeks. If you have any questions, please see Coach Pennington in 1308.
Want to do something sweet for your booth? This is a spooky bag from GSA. We'll be taking orders for bags until next Tuesday. We'll be having a $5
That's my plus.
package
You guys
and
can purchase
$10
them
package.
through me too.
There'll be a hand delivery to the
It's
reception.
$10 or $5. Here, I'll print out the
Yes,
form.
by the quad during lunch.
There's a lot of stuff in it. I'll print out the form.
Boys and girls marching has been scheduled to Friday, October 22nd at the beginning of lunch in Coach Warhead's room 1305. The topic is to discuss the start of the official season.
Attention seniors, senior tributes are currently for sale. Put down a $50 deposit in the Student Center to reserve a page. We will be contacting you to schedule an appointment for Saturday, November 6th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. to design your pages. Full pages are 300 and half pages are 2.5. Contact Mr. Williams in room 1101 if you have any questions.
Girls soccer tryouts will be moved to November 1st at 3:30 p.m. Conditioning will continue every Monday and Wednesday at 3:30 p.m.
Congratulations to the senior cross country team as they competed at the 42nd annual Clovis Invitational. The varsity girls started off the day with some fireworks. The Lady Apaches placed 11th in the championship girls race at a Clovis Invitational. This is the first time the girls have been invited to compete in this premier race. one of the fastest races in the state of California. The team of Sienna Bianchi, Leah Mendables, Narita Alvarez, and Alexi Diaz, Malia Alvarez, and Marcela Cuellar ran a school record time, making themselves the fastest singer girls team of all time. All girls ran lifetime against best. The girls are currently ranked number one in the CNAC and number one in the central section and number 9 in the state. The boys are led by senior David DeLora, running one of the fastest times in Sacred High School history. DeLora finished the race in third place at a time of 15:40, landing at number 3 on the all-time singer list and the top runner in the central section. Boys and girls wrestling will officially begin on October 25th, 2021. Practice will be in the Senior High School Wrestling Room from 3:45 to 5:45 p.m. Preseason practice is still going on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays in the wrestling room. Please give your blue cards to both forwards and practice or any
I usually
discussion
talk
in
to the
1305.
So
For
if
more
the
information,
parents
please
are okay
go
with
to
it,
the
we'll be in
classroom at XMW6625 or stop by both forwards' room.
Okay.
We will be donating a stock covered drive starting October 4th through 29th. Donate your unused stock to room 311 Florida Library. They will be donated to Bill Singer House.
The parent is requesting it? Oh, that's fine, yeah, if you can like send me an email with the ID, like, that'd be great.
Yeah, Singer.
Right. We'll go ahead and make the changes, have it drop the pictures. We'll go through and we'll make those changes after we upload the photos. Alright, same time. Alright, bye. What I missed? Oh, okay.
It just goes like the wrestling and then so on and so forth.
So on and so forth, yeah. I know I printed up all the schedules for winter sports because we're finishing up. We can have, I'll make you a copy if you want though.
Yeah,
For what, girls wrestling?
anything.
Anything?
You said that it was.
Breaking my book down, not gonna do you any favors.
You said it was the whole winter sport.
Well, yes, this is all of it.
Just wrestling.
I can make you a copy, but yes, just tell me what you want and I'll make you a copy. Okay, anyways. No, we're not gonna do, we were gonna do the quiz, for the second episode that you guys were supposed to listen to. If I could have everybody really quick, check to see if they can play the episode. I know you talked to me about it, I know there's a couple, but send me a remind message if it's giving you the unable to play, so that I can message, Chet, and we can hopefully get it fixed. I know they said they reset yours, but I know you did restart it too, and it still wasn't working. Okay. Alright, so I will try and get it figured out.
Yeah.
Well, the phone should work because that's what
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I mean, it was the only reason why it was on your phone is if you have no service. Well, I mean, it should work because the only reason why I put it is you were on Wi-Fi. Or on a school Wi-Fi.
We were able to.
Alright, that's good enough, so. Yes.
Dude, I just did it because I feel tired.
I was so good.
Lucky?
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know what you're gonna get?
I'll pull that.
Hey, that works, I like that. Yeah, that's really, it's nice and clean too. Okay, yeah, just send me a remind message. So I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of them, but that's fine. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna send an email, make a list. Check it twice. Okay, so we will be doing this eventually, so this is postponed until I can get the tech stuff figured out. Okay. So we are not there yet. I'm actually a little further ahead because I skipped because of catching up. There we go. Okay. So this is where we left off on Tuesday. I changed it to just be day 1 on Tuesday. You're gonna be doing day 2 today. How does the way an artist uses lines in their drawing change the tone? Based off of what which is the artist / author of this. So you read chapter 2. You should have taken 3 notes about chapter 2, as far as what were some of the ways that the characters, the way they're drawn, how can that affect the meaning? How can it affect the way that the reader feels about them? So today you're mostly focusing on art style in general and how the way they draw, how does that affect the tone or the feeling that the author is trying to get. So 3 examples. You don't have to be crazy, but it should just be 3 sentences giving me ideas and examples. So I'll give you guys some time to work on that after we're done with this, because we need this to be done, because we're going to use your answers hopefully to help you answer the questions for when we read the actual story. So this is the pre-reading kind of stuff that we need to do. Yeah. Okay, was there anybody else who was not here who needs a copy of what we're reading right now? Or need an extra? I do have extras. Well, chapter 5, it starts after page 59 and it jumps to 118 before we skip the other chapter. Yeah, you guys have to read chapter 5 now. Yeah, did you have to read chapter 5 now?
No.
Wait, do these come off? Yeah. Wait, do we just finish where we left off?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wait, we read it from the right to the left?
No. This is not a manga. I was giving you guys an example. It's left to right.
Okay.
Yes. Just if we were to read a Japanese comic, that's how you would read it. So, but this is a traditional American. We're not reading that yet.
I know, I was looking.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were confused about what you were supposed to look at, so. Okay, so far I only got 2 people who've responded to me, so that means everybody else the podcast is working for, or?
Yeah.
Here, respond to you.
Okay. Yeah, if it's not working, send me a remind message because I won't remember off the top of my head, but I could go back and look through the remind messages when I'm making my email later. No yawning, or else I'm gonna yawn.
So how come you never have the light?
I don't like them. That's pretty much it. I don't like fluorescent lighting.
I can show it to you.
Okay, that works. That's fine. Thank you. There we go. Now we're trying to get through this point.
This is how I feel. Not you want to do. This is how I feel.
I need Natalie. Bring it up. Thank you. What's up? For the warm up? Yeah, you're to just take a picture of it and add it to your Google Docs so it's all together. Alright, fine. Does somebody just care? No, you're good. They just no, that's right. Did you use the restroom? You didn't take the pass. That's why I looked over there and it was still there. And then the other person. Oh my god. Guys, there's a pass right there. Just FYI, it's hanging by the door. So if you guys use the restroom, please take the pass. Did you what?
What's the restaurant so you come back?
Yes. Why do you look guilty? Because you are guilty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can handle it. Dude, like, you dare talk to me like this forever, bro. Like, you're very open to you. I know you're books, but like, you're sleeping right there.
What are you talking about?
The books, I
What
don't
about?
know if it's to do like just sleep one night or.
Yeah, just in one of your desks. We're gonna read them in a little bit.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, again, we're reading chapter 5.
I don't know.
It's just chapter 5 on the top of the page. It's after page 59.
Oh.
You read up to page 59 on Tuesday and you're reading the rest today. Yeah, this half is actually smaller than the last one we did. Yeah. Yeah, somebody does. They can what you were doing. Okay, guys, I don't want to do this. If you need to use the restroom, that's fine. You just had break though, okay? I'm not gonna have a revolving door thing, so not everybody is gonna use the restroom. I would suggest maybe like typing, like as you find answers, type them as you go. Don't wait to read it all and then go back.
I was gonna check.
Here, let me see if I can. I don't want to. Here. Go to settings. Try turning off the type of because that's been messing with people. Make sure that rejoins great. I don't think we're gonna but okay, yeah. But it's making it take long. Like it's little software settings. This is his most famous name that he's done for. I honestly don't know what it is. a lot of companies will like dabble in one. Remember the short story you read me off from? She actually has done some writing for Black Panther. Yeah. Not the movie, the comic. I mean, to me, it made the most, the thing that makes the most sense is having Victoria, because she was Black Panther in the comic also. Yeah, like, yeah. I'm trying to get caught up on all this stuff right now. Like I've been kind of like out of the loop for a while. Like I'm finishing up WandaVision right now. So. Oh yeah. Well, because they were like so backlogged for a while. And I know I'm gonna be. My kids, they went to see it without me. I'm a little jealous. Because on Monday, when you guys had to school, I had to teach, or not teach, but I had to go to meetings all day on Monday. So my wife took the kids to go to the movie in the rings. And so, they said it was really good. I'm looking forward to the Eternals, because I've actually done the Eternals before. I've actually been about it. That's cool. Was it Disneyland? Which one? We went to Disney World before the shutdown. It was 2019 in the summer. I actually had a yearbook conference in Florida, so I can this May, so we went to Disney World. It was pretty cool. I honestly like. It's really huge. You try to go to the gym. We went to all the other parks that are different. Like they have a couple of parks that are basically the same. Yeah, we went to that. We went to that and Mexico or Epcot. That one. It's all right. It was, you know. It's not a lot of people that you have like plus it's all free Florida.
All these different up and like all the windows all fucking massive.
Oh, really?
It was like 20 heads in the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, they did.
So,
Yeah.
5 minutes stars.
I swear it was like 20 heads in the restaurant. Not they look random, but it was like 20 heads in the restaurant. It was too funny as shit. I was fucking laughing. I was like, what the fuck? No, because I was like, what the fuck?
Hey guys, let's get caught up on our reading.
It was like, what the fuck is on my board?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I was like, fucking on my I'm walking up fast. I was laughing, but it was a funny shit.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys about 20 minutes, so about 10 till you guys should be done with all this and ready to turn it in. Hey, Mrs. Williams, I'm calling from the school phone because the reception's garbage, so. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, because they don't want them to be separate technically from, they can be mixed in with everybody unless you can do that. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Unfortunately, I have no idea who that is. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the problem is like, could they be at the West Campus or are they definitely Bethel? Okay, well and I'll send it out and see if they can get anything back. I've tried asking like the people here and there, but I can have them see if they can hopefully identify them. But I mean, I don't want that to hold you up either. We can always enter their name in for us at least, like after the fact, So you could just type like find name or something, yeah. Yeah. Now the $1 million question: is it possible that I'll be able to get all the portraits by November? Okay. I'm sure you are. I know. I know. Okay. All right. I really appreciate it. I know you guys are working. I just was curious. Okay. 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 Now, I remember one being there for, and it was a freshman though, and I remember a freshman wearing a hat, but it was a medical thing, like they had like a scar or something. Yeah. Okay. I say just send me what you got. If I decide to cut it, I'll just cut it. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. Appreciate it. Bye.
I kind of want to ask what happened there, but that's not like classified information.
Oh, it's just, yearbook stuff. We're just trying to get all the portrait pictures because those are the first pictures first pages that we turn in. So we're turning in, we're hoping to turn in 90 pages worth of student portraits by November 8th is the very latest that we turn in. And then I'm going to also be turning another 15 pages of all the fall sports and stuff. Those fall sports are wrapping up pretty quick. Almost well, I mean, like in the portrait section, it's where it's all the pictures of you guys as freshmen, sophomores, juniors, those pictures. So those, I mean, there's for the underclassmen, there's 30 to 40 students per page, and then for the seniors, it's 25 pictures per page. And they're a little bigger than the undergrad ones. And then for the spring sports, we're trying to, or not spring, fall, all the fall layouts, we're trying to have about 15 pictures per page. And each picture is a different person. Yeah. You asked that. I taught freshmen for 2 years, my first 2 years there, but I also taught 7th graders before that. And so freshman was like a huge step up for me from seventh graders. So it's like, I always think it's, well, at least it's not middle school. So,
No, like,
yeah, well, again, by high school, I don't know what happened to the seventh and ninth grade, but especially for like the boys, you finally learn how to sit down and like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause that's, it's like, it was always, when I was taught seventh grade, I had to like every like 15 to 20 minutes, it'd be like some sort of like, y'all have to stand up. Why? Because you guys are gonna go crazy if I don't let you stand up. So, you guys are a little more chill now in high school. For the most part. So there's some kids who are still stuck in that seventh grade. Don't get me wrong. I'm just looking at you and talking to you. I'm not saying it's you. Believe me, you guys, I'm sorry for you.
Cause of you. Yeah.
Well, okay, so my student teacher is no longer my student teacher. She's gone. I mean, she's still alive.
Okay.
So, yeah, it wasn't like a COVID or anything
We're
like
already on
that.
chapter 5?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, do the second one.
She's just not.
Because I barely started.
Anyway. Not my
Okay, yeah.
fault.
Wait a minute.
So I wasn't.
I think I skipped a few pages.
Now I am because she's gone, so I'm sitting back to my class.
Oh, okay. Do the second one. Did you do the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's, I usually only, my PAs are my yearbook staff. So like they'll be my editors usually, so for them, it's like almost like an extra yearbook class to have, so that they can like do more of the management kind of stuff. Because my students run a yearbook themselves. I'm just like, I'm there like, this is help part. Pretty much. I mean, the advisor, that's what I do, it's like I give them advice when they need it. I mean, if they have issues with other students, you know, that happens a lot, especially like with students, like, you'll have some students who are like, why is another student bossing me around, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, there's a one to encourage, so you just have to kind of deal with it.
I love them like that. Yeah, I don't. I love it when I'm not involved.
Honestly, there's not a lot of drama. My first 2 years of teaching yearbook, there's a lot of drama, but that's pretty typical whenever you take over something that's, I mean, the previous advisor had ran yearbook for 19 years. And so there was like still a couple people who were still in yearbook with her, so it was always like, well, we always used to do it this way, and this is the right way to do it. And it's like, I don't care, that's not the way, we're not doing it that way. Sure. She used to, the previous advisor used to charge, like $80 a club to have them have their picture put in your book. And so I was like, no, I got rid of that. It's like, I charge for senior tributes, but that's just because it costs a lot of money to get them. So, yeah, it basically covers production. You know, it's $300 for a full page, $225 for half page. Yeah, we make a little more profit on the half pages, honestly, but again, it's still, we pay for all of our cameras, which I spent $900 in cameras this year.
Or school.
No, it was yearbook money. Yeah. Because we have to, again, we pay for our own cameras. The school doesn't usually give us money for anything. We usually pay
It's like, he's like, well, they don't
Yeah, well, they're different because they don't have any source of income. We have to generate income for production of the book. Production, it costs us about $82,000 to make the book. Each book will each book costs about $85 to $90. They don't really make, again, it's not profit. I mean,
I know, we're not profit, but how much money they get.
well, I mean, it costs millions of dollars to run a school. I mean, it does, because the teachers for the most part, because salary and insurance is what a lot of it comes to. Then there's like the actual building maintenance is probably the next most expensive thing. So, but especially in California, you guys, California pays a lot per student compared to like other states. A lot of other states, it's okay, but you also know they have to be that way because there's a lot of kids. I have a 28, so I understand.
I will say like that.
And I'll say this. But that keeps to.
Oh my god, I know, I'm looking at myself.
Right?
Hey,
it is like here. I didn't know before.
my sister's
It's like, oh, it just swelled up. That's why I feel like that.
Good life.
I got home, my mom
Oh
was
shoot, I cannot tell this the video.
I'm going to see a dentist.
Mister,
Yeah, I don't know.
how many followers do you have on YouTube?
I don't know, like.
Followers.
I mean subscribers.
Oh, man.
Okay, same thing. I don't know, like 80 or something. I don't care about that. I just, the reason why I tell you guys to do it is because.
You're gonna come on, baby, and stop your channel.
You guys are students.
What's that?
You do the second one?
It's just, no, it's just for students. I just do it. I literally, my YouTube channel and my podcast is literally just for classes.
How many subscribers do you have?
Oh, I mean, I mean, mostly people who from class follow. I mean, yeah, I mean,
What if there's like an old sugar daddy on there?
well, I hope there's not. Yeah, that's true.
Old sugar daddy.
Yeah, so many sugar daddies.
Are we gonna be working on it?
Yes, we are. I told you guys we have about 5 more minutes, and you guys should be done with this. If you're not, maybe we should be focusing a little bit more. Did you guys turn it in yet? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's called Chapter 2 and 5, Understanding Comics Assignment.
Oh, we're supposed to turn it in.
Yes. Like the lines, like when they're drawing.
Because I got scared. I thought that you meant.
No, not like lines like in a play, like that you say out loud like dialogue.
That
I guess that would, yeah, I understand why you'd be confused though.
What is it called? Girl.
It's so funny, the different like vibes of like different classrooms and stuff, like I teach obviously the same thing to you guys to my first period. My first period is so different from you guys.
Like you got that one kid that's just standing up.
No, it's not that. Yeah, I know that one kid. No, you guys like. I don't know if it's just like maybe they don't have it more and more with a sense of humor. I'm not sure if that's the issue or.
We're funnier than them.
I think it's like it could be just because it's first period though. Because first period, you know,
Oh
how are
yeah,
you
so
guys
is
in your
why.
first period?
No, we always talk about it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we always talk.
My first, like, I do notice that this is pretty typical. Most first periods, a lot of them are still waking up. So
Yeah.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt with that, but still, it's just like, you guys are a little more alert than them. Let's just say that.
What did you write?
You want those standing
That's like this gets me nervous.
Why? You think that someone's about to start fighting or something like across from you, like
He's attacked different people.
oh my.
I know. I gave you an opportunity. You didn't even know.
I got found it.
Why do you need to show him that?
I want to see what he
Is
does.
this all? Again, as long as you made some effort and you talked about what I asked you to talk about, you should be fine.
Talk about emotion,
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for you to do. Feeling great.
I'll start. Some of these on my phone. Wanna look at it? Nathan, let me see. Look at intimacy. Look at that. Bruh, have you not seen that? An anime?
No,
You've never seen that?
bro.
You need to read and you need to watch those.
I mean, you could have just stopped it. All right, just a couple more minutes, and we are going to be switching gears.
How do you even say this word?
Metamorphosis.
What?
So, meta, morph, that's it. Yeah, metamorphosis. It just means transformation. Listen, I have a list, so I'm probably going to screw it up anyway. So. I was listening. It's cold? I'm wearing a sweater. You're wearing short sleeves. Man. What now? Oh my God. It's been a nice long break, so.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't need this dance. This is a good example.
He's like, this guy.
Shows that
Are we standing up?
Wait, you also was fine, right?
Yeah, you would find that one point. Yeah.
It's better than I can at least recognize the fact that all right, guys, you should be submitting your paper if you haven't done that yet. Please submit your notes. Oh my God. Is it a puppy or?
Yeah, well, it's like 2 months now, 3.
What? Still very much a puppy, yeah. All right, we got to move on. If you haven't turned it in, just again, it will get entered in as 0 if you don't turn it in. So just make sure you do that.
Tonight, right?
Tonight, yeah.
Oh,
No, we're not watching that again. They were a little more energetic today. We should like do a review of the Kachi notes each day. I really feel like that needs to happen.
should read it.
Just so that they have constructive feedback, you know? Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into this. Did you guys notice my little cockroach that started off?
Raleigh, no way.
Yeah, see, I made it like. I was having fun with that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay, So you guys watched this video last Friday when I wasn't here. You should have. It was about Franz Kafka. Let me know. You were supposed to watch it. It's in the grade book, or it will be. So Franz Kafka, I will start off so that way if you didn't watch the video, which you should have, so that way you guys know who he was. Franz Kafka is the author of Metamorphosis. Now, Metamorphosis, I'm going to grab this extra book, was originally just like a traditional novel. So he wrote the traditional novel. Peter Cooper, if you look at the bottom right, it says adapted by. An adaptation is where they take the storyline, the plot, they don't try to change the characters or anything, but they make like a different version of it. So it's still following the same plot line. He doesn't change the plot of the story really. He made it like, yeah. So there's a lot less text because you're not like getting all the description of what the characters are doing. You can see what the characters are doing. So it's a little shorter, so you're welcome for that. But it's basically, it kind of mirrors his own life because Franz Kafka, he worked a bunch of like dead-end jobs that like never got him anywhere. He actually died pretty young. He was like in his 40s. He died of tuberculosis, which is like an infection of your lungs that you can get. A lot more common back in the 1800s, which is when he was alive and died. But he wrote a lot about like bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is like all those like unnecessary rules that like exist in real life. So an example of bureaucracy can exist in classrooms, can exist in jobs. So if you ever have teachers who tell you have to turn in like late work during tutorial only, technically that's bureaucracy because obviously you could turn it in at any point. Now, they might have you do that because for them it makes it easier to actually make the changes. And before you complain about your teachers who have to, who make you do that, just realize it's way more work for the teacher to have to hunt you down to actually get you to turn it in. But anyways, that being said, so this story is about Gregor Samsa, which we see right there. And basically, he wakes up one morning and he's a bug. And that's pretty much the premise of the story. Now, just like in magic realism, there's not necessarily any explanation. There's no like scientific reason. It's not like comics where like an explosion occurred and gamma radiation turned him into a bug. He's not like the Incredible Hulk or anything. But he just wakes up one morning and he's a bug. So we can interpret this one of two ways, literally or metaphorically. Literally means that he actually turned into a bug and now we see how his family reacted. And you could interpret it that way. It's like, again, just like with magic realism. You could interpret Arroyo like was flying in Biafra, or she wasn't really flying, but she felt like it. She was separating herself. So either way, it doesn't really affect the story too much, but it's just how you figure it like actually happened. So like for him turning into a bug, does he just feel like a bug or is he actually a bug? So it's basically about, like it says, how a man turning into a bug tells us about life, money, and the true meaning of family. And when I say the true meaning of family, a lot of you probably think, oh, that's sweet. Not so much with his family. So Franz Kafka didn't have like the most positive family views. He had an abusive father. He had, didn't have like ideal childhood or ideal, like even his own family life wasn't the greatest. So, so just to give you a little bit of a background on that. So you're going to be reading, I know it's covered up there. I think I accidentally moved it on accident, but you're going to read section 1 of the Metamorphosis, and you're going to do the analysis. So what that looks like. Move the bug backwards. It's supposed to be. Back over here. There we go. Okay, so you're going to focus. So there's 3 questions for section 1. Section 1 is page 7 through 28. There's a lot less text in this than there is in the Cloud's writing that you just read. So number 1, though, focus on the art style of the characters. How does McCloud, and McCloud is this guy who's talking to you in the comics. How does McCloud's thoughts on character art help add meaning to the story? Obviously, you guys wrote about 3 different ways that characters, the way they're drawn, can impact the feeling that a reader has towards the characters or the story. So choose one of them, one of the ways about characters, and talk about it here. Be specific about the story, though. Specifically talk about, like, what about the way Gregor looks as a bug? So what about him? Like, how do you feel about him based off of how he's drawn? And then again, use examples from McLeod to help you describe it. Number 2, what feeling does Cooper's use of lines, and again, when I say lines, I don't mean dialogue lines, I mean the lines that are drawn on the page. So what feeling is he trying to create? And basically, like, how does, like, the way he draws the lines, how does it help create that feeling? And then finally, number 3, pages 12 and 13. You have his boss. You have Gregor Samsa's boss right here. And then you have Gregor Samsa as a human right there. Then Gregor Samsa right there. And then his boss right there. Then you have him in, like, a little sand timer thing. I don't know the actual name of it. I just call them sand timers. But anyways. So, like, what could these symbolize? So a symbol, again, is just something that represents something else. Just like when he talked about in chapter 2, he talks about the pipe isn't really a pipe. The flag, the country, this is not a country because those are just symbols of those things. What are these symbols of? This isn't really a person. This isn't really a sand dial. That's not really dollars in there. What are they? What are they symbolizing? Yeah.
We can call it hourglass.
Hourglass. Thank you. I could not think of the name of it. That was just driving me crazy. I kept saying sundial, which is like completely wrong. So I was like, but anyways. So that's what you guys are working on. Hourglass. Remember that. So read it, answer those questions. Again, you can use your notes that you just turned in to help you answer some of these questions if you need to. But if you need any help, let me know. I'll be walking around. You guys have till 12:35 to work on it. You have no other homework. If you guys can listen to the podcast, do it. If not, again, you're not going to be quizzed on it until I can get it fixed for everyone. talking about? You're reading section 1.
Oh.
When I say chapter 5 here and chapter 2, I'm talking about this one.
Oh.
So you're using the notes to help you answer those questions. What's up? It goes up to page 28.
Did you get a business ad from State Farm on September 2nd?
I believe so. I think so. Why?
Because I was checking in on it. That was my business ad.
Okay. Hold on. Hold up real quick.
Okay. Because I just got a call back from Carolyn, who's the wife of Stevie over there,
Uh-huh.
and she said they sent it in on September 2nd for like $90.
Okay.
which didn't make sense to me because I didn't think it was $90.
What do you mean you don't
Wasn't
think
it like 80?
No, it's 90 for
No,
the business
is it?
side.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just waiting for it to load.
You're good.
Yeah, what day did they say it was?
September 2nd.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Mr. Willis, so do we stop at page 13?
No. You're reading all of section 1.
Wait, when are we gonna read section 2?
We'll probably read it either tomorrow or Monday. Might be Monday just because tomorrow's activity schedule, so because it's homecoming.
There's activity schedule tomorrow?
Yeah, because it's homecoming, so they're gonna do skits and stuff like at the
Oh,
floats and- yeah.
Did you have the schedule?
I mean, it's up there. You guys can all take it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I can also send it out. Actually, I have it saved on my computer, so I'll just send it out on Remind.
Oh
Wait, so the activities are always at the same time?
What do you mean they're always at the same time?
Like,
Oh yeah. Like it's the same thing. Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. In fact, they said to remind you guys go get your lunch first and then go out there. They'll wait a little bit, but they just don't want people to miss out on getting lunch if they go straight out there.
Is there any dress code except for the don't bring a backpack day?
Yeah, I mean dress codes and that for all of it. So.
I'm gonna bring my dog
Why?
as my backpack.
Bag.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Remember the last trash can?
A microwave.
I love my backpack. I think the most I bring is like a tote bag. And it's still like a bag.
That's just me sending the file of the podcast so that you guys can listen to it. And that's the activity schedule for tomorrow.
Wait, so I don't get it. Was he like small, like an actual bug, or was he like normal sized bug?
I mean, he's like, I would say almost like dog size, like still like abnormally large bug, but yeah.
I'm very never heard of this word ever in my life.
What?
I would believe it. Never.
Acclimated?
Yeah.
I'd like to get used to that.
Yeah. I use it perfectly as a side. So where you very
Where you gonna say articulated, but
That's all.
all right, guys, we got about 20 minutes left. Try to get it to where you have no homework tonight.
Wait, do we keep the edges for now?
What's that?
Keep the books, right?
Yeah, but there's a PDF of the book on Canvas. So if you guys need to finish it at home, you guys could just use the electronic version. But I only have enough hard copies for the class, for like one for each class.
Because I use it for everything.
I can come over there real quick. Hey, Brandon. I'm gonna have to take care of this now, okay? You need to go to the bathroom about something. I don't know what.
I haven't heard it. I'll let it. One as well. What did you You did go on the job.
Yeah.
Wait, like on this?
No. You only have to read it today. Yes, only there. That's these two.
Oh, this was the pause.
Right, he said. I wonder how it's done in this Buffalo.
No, it was a late.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What feeling does food use
Yes, I said. No, I said, no, you said that. They are. It's technically it's technically air religion.
by the state, you know.
I read the whole story. I read the whole story. I read the whole thing. I read the whole thing in my mind. What's the spoiler? He's gonna die anyways, because in the real life he died because of tuberculosis. He said, oh shit. He didn't have a silver back. That's why I'm even standing up and walking on my favorite podcast. I like how there's like a hammer, like all those things. Where? Like right there. Did you see it? It's like the one that's all live stream. So it sees me. It doesn't see what's lit. So I'm over here like this. YouTube was the big girl there.
What?
We have any-
Oh yeah.
because I was kind of trying to do stuff. It's called I don't have that time. Eventually, I'll start to
I gotta get shot.
Sorry, you guys, 30 time to go.
Good afternoon, Baker High School. Please excuse the interruption. We do need cross-country students or athletes released now. Thank you, and go ahead.
See you later. I'm joking. It's like
No worries. Hey, seventh grader, sit down.
It's a hey.
I don't think so. I'm not sure that's gonna stick.
He gets the ruler, he gets the disc. Sit down.
And I was like,
Yeah, okay, man.
exactly. I could be Sister Williams.
Sister Williams, huh?
Hey, don't be so traditional in your gender ideals, all right? Come on, guys.
Mister.
What's up?
We're not having this conversation.
I can't hear you over there.
I said I'm gonna be a sugar mommy when I grow up.
Oh, good.
Oh my god. I'm not
Mr. Willis.
Class never
Gun
disappoints.
outfit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
For like Halloween.
Oh my god. I don't know about all that, but
Sister Williams.
Like Sister James.
I didn't do anything for Halloween because we were all home. So, but the year before I was Hopper from Stranger Things. If you guys know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind
And I had the Hawaiian shirt and everything from the third season, so it was good stuff. And I even shaved my beard and I had a mustache, so.
I can't believe like I got it now.
We were talking about lines and lines, like dialogue and then outro lines.
Drawing lines, yeah.
And for some reason, dialogue for some reason, again.
Yeah.
This would be one.
And you're scared you just hit the shadow. Now that you said that it's apparently the size of a dog, we can put a sock on it and just like,
Poor dad lost his job because he's a good.
yeah, it's like a fire starter. Well, we're not at the beginning, you got hit with something. I don't know.
What's your web page?
Are we supposed to stop at page 28? Page 28 is the next part.
28 the end of the first one. Okay, again, we got about 6 minutes. We shouldn't be packing up unless you are done with those 3 questions up there. You turn it in when you're done, correct? I was like, no one's turned it in, but I was looking at third period. And like, oh yeah, they haven't done it yet. So, all right, but still, not a lot of you have turned it in yet. So I got Kayla, I got Kayla, I got Ebony, I got Esteban, and I got James so far. So
Yeah, submitted it right now.
okay, and I also got Sarah apparently, but up until 5 seconds ago, I did it. Are you suspended forever?
No.
I mean,
No, you
but, like,
my counselor was only gassing me up about my shirt of the team that I go for.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that it?
No, but he called me up for better grades too.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
I was like,
It
they
was
literally
mostly-
only
it was
told
mostly
me
about this.
Okay. Who's your, is it Flemo?
Yeah.
That sounds like something you would do.
He goes for a medical.
I got a couple more people. I got. Oh, just there. Never mind. Okay, guys, we still got about 6 minutes till the end of the class. So unless you're one of the few names I have called, you should not be backing up. You're working. You're good. So. Okay, I got Alexander now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, come down back there. Okay, Jenna. They look like weapons, I'm not gonna lie. Is that your intention?
I'm gonna tell her to
Wow. Hey, you're so like aggressive to me this morning. Wow, what did I do?
Is that recording?
You were the first person to ever say that.
Is
She
she go? If we need the video, I'll use it. No. Hi, guys.
Oh my god. Alright. Alright,
Only
so
5 minutes early.
sorry. Okay, so a couple of things. I know most of you are not done, but it needs to be turned in tonight. So the chapters 2 and 5 need to be turned in, as well as what you guys just worked on right now. So make sure that you guys are doing that. And then I sent you guys a remind with the podcast. Again, I don't care. Do it while you play video games, do it while you go for walks, chores, whatever you do, you can listen to it. But it's on remind now, so you should be able to listen to it from there if it hasn't been working on the Apple podcast thing. Yes.
I don't have a mic.
Okay, I will email it to you then, okay? Why don't you have mine?
Because they still haven't been able to unmerge it.
From
I put it from my mom's account.
oh really?
They got merged somehow. I don't know how.
Oh. Okay, well let me email that to you. I mean you just emailed me recently, right?
Yeah, I did.
There it is.
And good job.
Alright, I just sent it to you. You're welcome. What's that? Is it gonna take a while there again?
You know, from my experience,
Yeah, this I
You're already on video?
no, he's basically
Yeah. I thought he was.
I also have here, I printed a bunch.
I will look at it.
Really? 5?
There's two-sided, so the front is this, on the back is this. I know that there's two, but just haven't fill out.
Every time I look at the time, I smile.
Why? Oh my god. You're obsessed.